Alright, we Gucci. We recording. Alright.
Alright, well,
Anime Fight
welcome to
Club.
Anime Fight Club, guys.
Yeah.
Yay, the first one. Very
Yeah, hey.
exciting. Yay! Woo! Alright, so welcome everyone, and welcome to our first anime discussion for 2017, because we're probably going to be watching at least, how many do you reckon? About 30 or so anime this year? Give or take?
Uh,
Yeah, give or take.
Give or
yeah.
take.
If weekly stays the thing.
Yeah, because I know I'll have exams and events will
Yeah.
come up and stuff like that. So we're about 33 episode watches. So, yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah, so
nice.
we're gonna do well, I think, because we set a limit of having 3 episodes for the Anime Fight Club, so that's really easy to kind of watch during the week, and yeah, so it's just it's a
You say easy.
I
Yeah.
say easy, but I could be lying, depending on what the anime that we pick each week. So what's gonna happen is each week one of us will choose an anime that everyone in the group has to watch. And what we're planning is we're going to fix time during this week, possibly Monday or Tuesday night. We're not too sure. I'm kind of leaning towards the Monday because it's straight. You know, a lot of people watch the anime over the weekend or during the week, and so we can just it's fresh in our heads kind of thing, and we can just talk about it on the Monday night. And I think a lot of people are available on the Monday night, even if it's just listening in and just contributing through the chat as well. But if you want to contribute in the voice chat, you are more than welcome to. I'm probably going to be doing it nearly every week. I think Lana and Jordan and Hugh will probably do it every week as well. Hopefully, if you're not
Yeah,
too
unless
Yeah.
something comes up.
I have no life, so.
yeah, so there you go. And then what I'm planning is, well, I think what we all kind of decide as a group is one person's going to pick the anime that we're going to watch for the week. So I picked this week's anime, and we'll see who gets
Yeah.
next
boy.
week's.
And
Yeah, and we'll get to that in a second. But I wanted to bring up a little controversy that I had posted on Twitter about 20 so minutes ago. And I posted a little statement saying Cowboy Bebop is overrated. And the amount of people atting me and saying I'm wrong is unbelievable. I've never had that much people adding me about it and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, at least you guys are reading my Twitter. That's a great thing. But it's really funny. It's actually causing a lot of controversy. And I'm just gonna say it straight right now. I kind of forgot what happens in Cowboy Bebop. Like, I watched this um, 15 years ago, I think, and I honestly cannot remember the context of the story, the plot, and yeah, I don't know why it's in everyone's head, why it's so popular and things like that. I mean, what do you guys think? Have you guys watched Cowboy Bebop recently, or is it something that you remember? What are your thoughts on it?
I will be watching it sometime this year.
Yeah,
Haven't seen it.
yeah, I was planning to do a rewatch eventually, but probably later on.
Yeah, I've seen it many moons ago, and yeah, it just seems to be one of those ones. It's like it's good, and it has that cult following to it, but it's not memorable for certain things.
Yeah, like I know I watched it when it was on Cartoon Network back in the day on the Toonami that they did have, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, was on SBS as well. I'm not entirely sure.
Probably.
Yeah, I definitely remember watching it in the Toonami blog back in the day, and it was like one of those things you watched in high school. So I don't know. It's just I think it's one of the things that I kind of have to go back and watch it. And it's one of those ones where everyone says you have to watch it in dub. You can't watch it as a sub. It's just one of those things that everyone raves high about the dub. So I don't know. I will probably go back and watch it. I'm surprised how many people get offended when you say it's overrated. So I thought that was really interesting. Frankie says she hasn't seen it in years. She's planning to do a rewatch soon. DVD has been on her shelf. Remembers liking it a lot, but yeah, don't remember a lot of detail from it. And that's probably the same with me as well. So maybe that could possibly be my next anime choice that we all watch. The Cowboy Bebop? I don't know. So
Yeah,
after
yeah.
after Volk, I nominated Vera to never pick an anime again.
Okay, look. The story with that is, I picked this one because I'm going to put Jess on the spot because she actually, a few months ago, suggested I watch it because I said to her, what's a controversial, like, anime that I should watch? Because I've never seen it before, and I was like, what's a controversial one that I should watch? And it's, a little bit fan servicey, but it's, like, something that's got a bit of shock value. And she straight away said to check this one out because she really liked it. I think she said she really liked it. So I was like, oh, okay, I suppose I trust your judgment. And when I first watched it, I messaged her straight away. I was like, what the fuck did you make me watch? Because it was just, it was something. I couldn't believe what I watched. And then when I did the rewatch just now, I was just like, oh my god, what the hell is this show? Like, it's extreme. I don't know what you guys thought, but I was not very impressed
That's
with it.
one way to put it.
Yeah, I wasn't very impressed with the show. To be honest, I thought some elements were good. I thought the first episode just kind of just jumped into it, so I did not know where it was going and what the backstory was. I think it was very obvious how the girls turned into weapons was a bit extreme, and yeah, I don't know. What are you guys on? What are your thoughts on it? We could start with, let's say, I'm going to start with Lana. Lana, what did you think about it?
Oh god. I'm gonna say that it wasn't too bad.
Okay.
Like, I know, I'm pretty sure everyone in this chat is just groaning about it when it was posted, but I watched the first 3 when it was airing.
Okay, so you watch it as week by week, kind of.
Only the first 3 episodes. I
Okay.
did the 3-second rule, and that's 3-episode rule, and
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is kind of tacky, but the only reason I majorly dropped it, like, this is like, no, I'm not going to continue with this, was because there was, like, 3 or 4 other things I was watching weekly. So I was like, I don't really need time for this one right now. So
Do you remember when it came out? Was it around the same time as like Noragami and things like that, or? Because I can
I think
vaguely
it was
remember-
early last year.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it was around the time Noragami second season came out. I think so. I know that consumed me completely last year. So, and a raise as well. So I think
it was
my mind.
fall 2015. So yeah, it had Noragami, One Punch Man, Asterisk Law, and stuff.
Yeah.
It just had a lot of shows on. That
Actually, that was a good season. That was a great season.
Yeah. It just came up as like, this isn't great, so I'll drop it. But it wasn't terrible. I don't know. I'm probably gonna regret saying that.
All right, Jordan, what did you think?
Sick.
Sick. That's all.
No, I said sick. Alright. So, Valkyrie, Mermaid Drive, aka fan service in your face.
Yeah.
Alright, so I watched the show probably 4 hours ago. I'm gonna be honest, I was like, oh shit, we have to watch the show. I'm like, oh okay, I'm gonna do this. My mum walked into my room once. I actually shat myself, I'm not even kidding. No, my friend's messaging me on Steam. Alright, and so yeah, that happened. In all honesty, I didn't mind it, but there's just something to the whole, I'm gonna turn you on, and you're gonna become a weapon, that got to me in like a weird way, because everyone's like, alright, I'm gonna fight you, blah blah blah, and then look, the main chick, fucking Virgin, right, the Virgin,
Yeah.
and she's like, I don't want to fight, blah 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 blah, and then you got this cool, calm and collected, silent type, who's just like total badass, doesn't say a word, and I feel like this like, the chemistry works well, but I feel like the main character Tamamoko just, I don't know, kind of ruins the anime by being so pacifist. Like, it's a fighting anime, but she's for the first 3 episodes anyway, and she's just like, don't fight, don't do this, blah blah blah, why are you doing that? And the writers always went back to like the same old, like, just the same old concurrent themes. They didn't really introduce anything new. That might have been because we only watched the first 3 episodes. But other than that, I felt the show was quite repetitive in the sense of just like, oh hey, we're gonna say this line again, and we're gonna have this general consensus, like general theme again. There was nothing like too dynamic about the whole anime, except for the third episode at the end. That was alright.
I actually really liked the supporting characters more than the main characters. I don't know if anyone else felt that way as well. Like I found that they were more interesting to watch, and I would like more of them as opposed to say the main character. Like the main character to me was just she was dull. I didn't like her at all. I did like the blonde. I can't remember her name. Like the other
Charlotte?
main character. I thought.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought.
wait,
Oh
wait, is it the one who
no,
works
the
with
other main.
Tamamako? The Liberator?
Yeah, the
Misaki.
liberator. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I
she's
liked
good.
her. I did. She just had this like presence in the anime as opposed to the other main character. Yeah, I really like the supporting characters more than the main characters, which kind of sucks. So I
Yeah,
don't know. So.
I even feel like the general, especially in the third episode, outshined Tamamako, even Misaki. Like just her one fight scene established her as a character more than 3 episodes of Tamamako going, "Don't fight! I'm a virgin. Stop this! Ah, gross, lesbian." It's just like, yeah, I know. But then you got the general chick, and she's just like, "I'm gonna kick your ass," and and then who needs an arm? Who needs anything? Like it's just like that one fact just like blew my mind. Just like, of course we got that one chick who's like that special snowflake, but it was a nice special snowflake.
Yeah, I agree with that one actually. I don't know. It's one of those animes where it looks visually nice and like you would want to kind of watch it, but then at the same time the context of the story was just so out there, so ridiculous. Like, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I really like really out there shows. Like, I mean, I love Kill la Kill, like that's completely out there, and Fully Cooley and all those such shows. But this one was just like you're just doing it for the sake of fan service. Like, it's not even good kind of thing. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's not
Hugh,
constructive.
yeah. Hugh, what did you think?
Same sort of thing. I think this would be one anime that would do well with a remake, and they just need to remake it in without at least most of that fan service because it's not necessary. Like maybe the first time you get it, okay, that's what they need to do to transform. We don't need to keep saying it.
Wasn't there like a very similar Cross Ange was very similar in that aspect. Like it had those scenes, but it kind of just went away from there after 3 episodes, and then it just went straight into, you know, the plot and the story and things like that. And I actually really enjoyed Cross Ange, and I think it's very similar the two anime. And I mean, I don't know. I think with Cross Ange, it definitely had more of that story towards it, whereas the Mermaid one was just like throw in the fan service. Like it makes no
Pretty
sense,
much.
but yeah.
It's one of those. I'm pretty sure I used it as an example talking to you at some point. It's like it's like the fan service. It doesn't need to be there. It's not. It's part of the story, but it's not enough of the story that, especially for the amount of it. Like you've got scenes going for like 3 or 4 minutes of like the main character being like, "No, you don't touch me there," like, and that's just unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean,
Definitely pre-watching it though, because again, I watched it when it was airing and dropped it after 5 episodes, I think.
you gave it 5 episodes.
Yeah, I can't
That
remember
was-
why I stopped it. I think I just like it was just too much.
Yeah, but
But
I don't think the story is quite good enough for no fan service. Like,
I'm not saying get rid of it altogether,
Yeah.
but just it needs to be toned down a little bit.
I kind of think that the foundation of the show was made around the fan
Oh, totally.
service and then added like a slight story to go with it.
Totally.
Definitely.
It's like the overall idea of like the main story is like you've got these group of people who have been quarantined on this island. They pair up, you know, one like is with another one, and they're sort of trying to prove that no, they're not bad like this virus isn't bad, it can be used in a good way. And that kind of story is like, it's a good story. You could build a really good anime for that, and then just the direction they've taken this is just like nosediving.
Yeah, just 'cause it's a
Yeah.
pure fan service. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like if the first 3 episodes of Cross Ange and Absolute Duo had a dull baby, like, or like just like a defunct baby, this would be out baby would be Valkyrie Mermaid Drive. Blah blah blah. I don't know. It's just like I feel, yeah, 'cause like I was kind of like, I love. As much as next time, I love fan service, right? And I'm all about that fan service, blah blah blah. But I'm watching it. I'm like, can't let other people? Can't let other people do something? But this is anime, and also this went for like so long, and especially the episode. No, but what confused me was like the episode 3, uh, transformation where Miseki gets tied up, because it's like, uh, Tomomoka whatever version, does more to her than what she does, than Miseki does to her. And I'm really confused. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I didn't even know what was going on.
Like, are they reversing roles? Is this like some like, if they reverse roles, that'd be pretty cool. But again, that wouldn't suit the character, not at all. But like, yeah,
I think from memory that's kind of explained a little further in,
yeah.
but I mean that's just going off memory from like a year and a half ago. So
I felt kind of uncomfortable watching it as well, just purely because of like the age of the characters. Like, if they were a little bit older, I would have been like, okay, fair enough.
15 and 16.
Yeah, and I think
I was kind of
that's-
cut. I was kind of cut that she was 15. I'm like, but she's like 15. It's like, oh, no.
And I generally don't like shows that do fan service with younger characters, and that's like to that extent. I think it's just there's a time and place with fan service, and yeah, I don't know. I was really uncomfortable watching certain bits of it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forward certain scenes in the show because I'm just like, yeah, you guys are too young. I'm not feeling it, but it just, for me personally, it's just wrong. I can't deal with that. And there's like a few shows out there lately that are kind of pushing that boundary, and I'm just like, no, it's got to be tasteful. It's got to be sensible. It's got to be, a bit more age appropriate kind of thing to pull off that type of fan service. In saying that though, I'm currently watching Scum's Wish. I keep talking about it, but there's a difference with that one is because they're actually of age. Like, their age of consent is well truly past for Japanese standards. So I kind of let that slide a little bit in that sense, but I don't know. It's hard.
Well, they're in high school. It doesn't specify what age they are.
Well, I'm assuming that they're in the senior year kind of thing, because I think I think I'm just running off like the live action and the manga as well. Like, it's quite clear that they're quite older, like they're in the senior year kind of thing. So, and to be honest, that's how they are in senior year. They're full of emotions and chemicals and things like that. So it kind of works. Whereas this one was just, let's throw the fan service in and let's see how you guys go. And I don't know. It was, for me personally, watching the Mermaid one was just, I was uncomfortable completely.
It is a little uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
See, I don't really see that as an issue because the characters look mature as hell. Like, I mean, the main shoujo girl, she's like, sure, she's young, but God, she could have been younger, like, she's still, like, quite adult looking, if you know what I mean? So, I don't know, it's
I think that's how they kind of get away with that kind of thing. It's like, the characters look like they could be in their 20s, but they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Scott said, he thought she was 20, Mirai was 20, and I do agree with Scott. It's just like a lot of fan service, and also, what Scott said, there's like there's zero backstory to this. First you just see her running along on a track, 2 guys, men in black, Boom, done. Island. You're out of there. She wakes up. Two weak ass people get screwed over because some random chick flies through a drill, or flies in a drill through this this what I assume to be impenetrable, unescapable
That's so
bubble.
awesome.
Yeah, like some like super bubble goes through, lands, beats the girls up, and then Snake fan service. We can't forget the Snake fan service.
True. That snake did want it.
Yeah, that Snake was eyeing the booty. Oh, apparently it gets explained later. Yeah, that kind of the thing with watching only 3 episodes. You only get like a slight like insight into the anime. So everything we say, I guess, comes with like, but there could be in a way.
There was nothing really in at least in the first episode that drew you in.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, cool, they have powers. Like the main drawing factor of the anime is the fan service.
yeah. Like how many horny teens and adults can we attract with this? Let's say it's a fighting anime, but in reality, we're just gonna cover it over 2 minute making out scenes and feeling each other's boobs
Exactly.
and heavy nipple play. If you're a nipple enthusiast, this is the anime for you. That's the only people who I can recommend this to. Nipple enthusiasts. Honestly,
And the fan service aficionados.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
I'm looking at what the studio has also made, and the best thing that I can recognize, well, I recognize a few things, is Elfen Lied, which has a lot of boobs in it.
Now that you mention it, I can kind of see the art style.
The other things
Like,
are the Ikitosen series and Queen's Blade.
oh god. Okay.
Yeah.
So the studio itself is known for quite
yeah.
fan servicey.
Yeah.
Also,
Approaches.
they made
Mhm.
Elfen Light as well. Is it that same
Yeah.
company? Wow, I didn't realize
The
that.
same studio, it seems.
See, now that I think about it, I can see the similarities as well. Like, okay, but I guess with Elfen Light, I mean, my God, that is just or Elfen Lied, however you say it.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't know.
it's I don't know, it's one of the other kind of thing. I love that one. That one just was so captivating, despite how gory and a little bit fan servicey at times, but the gore and I was just thinking it's so emotional. That show, so emotional. Like I just remember the last episode, and I was just bawling my eyes out. I was so upset. Like I was like, I can't believe it's ended. And that's what I like about animes that do that. Like if it gets to you and it makes you feel something, like I can ignore the fan service, but if it gets to me emotionally, that's that's what I like about an anime. So I don't know if you
And
guys
there's no hope of that with Valkyrie Drive.
definitely not.
But
I
I agree with what Scott said, which is you take away the fan service. The fighting was well done. Like the fight scenes looked really cool. The animation was cool. Just the fan service. I just can't get over that.
and I don't mind a bit of fan service, but it has to be a decent. I don't know. I think that some shows go too over the top with it. Like recently, there's Akiba's Trip that's on simulcasting at the moment. I can't watch it. I just think it's just crap for one thing. But yeah, the fan service on that one is just pointless. No,
Yeah, similar to this.
yeah.
It's not needed.
The
Um,
only the only fan servicey shows that I've really enjoyed is Prison School and like Chobits or something.
Yeah, I love Prison School. I think that was very cleverly done with Prison School. Like it has that shock value, but it's
Yeah.
just so clever with the way it tells its story and stuff. I think also the other one was the one where oh, it's the one
Kill la kill.
Killer Cool. I don't really look at it as fan service or like all the fan service in that one, but no, the one where the Dirty Joker. What's it called? It's
World where
Shimoneta.
30.
Yeah,
Yes,
Shimano. That was just really good. I liked it a lot.
that was so funny, and I cannot wait to watch that with the dub. I think that's just going to be an absolute hoot. But like Mac and Key can't do it. I just think that is just the biggest load of shit I have ever seen, and it's one of those ones you're like, why did this one get a dub? Like, what's so good about it? Like, there's no redeeming story to it. They use the best voice actors in that dub, and you're just thinking, why? Like, I don't know. I really did not enjoy Mac and Key, or I can't actually sit and. I think weren't you and Chris and I trying to watch that a few months ago, and we just was like,
Yeah.
we're not watching
I
anymore.
think we made it through one, maybe two episodes,
2 episodes, I think, and we were just
and
like,
then that was it.
yeah. I was like, nah. Even I have my limits. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard with fan service. Like you have some good ones, and then you have some real shit ones. So
And then you have the Valkyrie ones.
Even then, it's like this one. They wouldn't have been so bad if it wasn't so. I
Bad.
don't know if out there is the right word, but
Repetitive.
like, yeah, repetitive is definitely it. It's like, yep, seen that in last episode. Oh look, it's here again.
I feel like they could have copy pasted the same scene and I wouldn't have noticed. Well, I mean, my view on it wouldn't have changed. I mean, like, oh, they're making out again, and it's just like, you know what? Go ahead and just do the same kissing and the same boob touching, and
Did any?
yeah.
Sorry. Did anyone else find the boob sound effects really disturbing?
Oh, the sound effects were
They're like just
little
flop. It's
weird.
just so like, why do they need a sound effect for that?
It's
That's
lifelike.
actually really common in anime though.
Oh, I guess I haven't seen as many with boob flops.
Don't worry, you have to make him sound very lifelike, obviously. And actually, no, the main thing I got from this anime is Mei Fong, I think that's her name.
Yep.
I finally know where she's from. That's the only I was like really hyped when I saw her. I'm like, oh, I know her from memes. I'm just like, now I know where she's from. And I'm like, alright, that's cool. And that was legit the most I got out of this anime.
Yeah, that's fair.
What memes is she from?
I don't know, she's just like, does the okay hand, and the finger points, you know.
Ah.
Yeah, I think I have a photo on my phone. I don't know. I'll scout it later. But yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty cool. Episode 3, in my opinion, she gets turned on by money. I don't blame her. Actually, that's kind of apparent now. Well, now that you said that, in episode 2, that's kind of apparent, I guess. It's
When
episode
she's
2?
doing all the betting stuff.
No, when Lady and Lady talk to her.
Ah, yes. Speaking of, yeah, the end of episode 3 there.
Yeah, yeah,
Wrapping up.
yeah, and we stopped watching it, but in episode 3, I'm kind of curious on how Lady and Lady operate. Because she transforms into a bike. Like, does this bike have missiles? Does, like, the bike then transform again into something else? Like, these people are like, oh, lady and lady, lady and lady, and these generals like, oh, lady, lady. And I'm wondering, like, there's a girl with purple lipstick and weird sunglasses on a bike. And this bike is fueled by touching it. So, you told me how this is important. Because they dress edgy, and the bike is edgy, and I'm wondering, why is this important? And I feel like I have to watch episode 4, but I know I'm not going to, because, to be honest, I only watched this because Farah chose it. Like, I would never watch this on my own, even if someone else recommended it to me.
look, no, hang on, back up. I only suggested because I was meaning to watch it for a little
Yeah,
while,
like,
and I needed to finish watching it, and Jess said it was a good show, so I was just going to go with what she said. Normally, we kind of have very similar tastes when it comes to anime, but in this regard, I just was like, no way in hell do I like this one at all. I can't even see myself actually continuing the series because it just was so out there. But
Yeah, quite crazy.
what about you guys? Do you see yourselves finishing the series, or what are your thoughts?
I might, just for the sake of having finished it, but like I've said on Twitter now, I have like hundreds of anime in my queue and that I need to get through. So this will be a God. I'm so bored. Like, let's put on something mind draining.
I don't know. As bad as it is, I might just put it on like fast forward and go through it, like at 25% extra speed or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll either be that or I'll go to like the wiki page and read what actually happens.
You guys are stronger than what I would do. I don't know. I might give it a go. It all very depends.
It might be one to watch when I'm intoxicated.
Yeah, I think actually, you know what? I think this is one of those ones where you get a group of your anime, get alcohol, and just watch it. Um, you know, so and just laugh
Have
at it
a
like
shot every time they make
shot
out.
every time, yeah, or double shots when certain scenes happen.
Every
That
time
I
a
could.
boob flop makes a noise.
Every time Takamoto gets called a virgin.
Oh God, I'd be dead.
You guys should play the drinking game with Naruto. Every time he says believe it, just take
I
a
actually
shot.
started watching that a couple of weeks ago.
I couldn't watch
Because
it.
I've never watched it before in my life. I like it.
The first series is probably the best, like the first
Yeah.
part of it.
No, that's cringy to me. And also, I'm gonna bring up a tweet that Jess just said. What happens to what happens in the Anime Fight Club stays in the Anime Fight Club.
Well, she's not here, is she? So
No, I'm talking about you. Yes, I'm gonna post complain about Jordan existing.
that was too funny. If you see on my Twitter page on my header, I changed it to something Jordan said. He was like, "I vote Farron never picks an anime again." I was just laughing my head off. I was like, "That is the funniest thing to read all day."
Yeah.
And I'm just going to put that as my header because
She needs to be
I have
reminded
a tragic
every
memory,
day
so- Yeah, I think I need to be reminded each time
that
watch
you even think about recommending an anime. You remember what Jordan said. Just don't.
You just don't do
It's
it.
okay because she recommended the first one. It will be like 3 months from now before she can recommend another one.
I mean, if we do a roll the dice thing, yeah. Oh, Scott, did you not watch it all uncensored? I watched it all uncensored. I feel like the white bars would have made it terrible to watch. Which
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good question. Who did uncensored and who watched it with the censoring? I watched it with the censoring, so
How?
what about you guys?
I,
Well,
sorry.
how? I mean, I have my ways.
On
So-
Anime Lab.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it censored, but there was this one point I think in episode 2 where there was this censored kiss, and I'm just like, the hell? So I had to open up the uncensored version just to
Yes!
see why that was censored.
was it a
Yeah.
tongue scene?
I was the same.
It,
I
it
think I
was
was the
less.
same.
Sorry.
No, you go. Keep going.
It was less intense than Scum's Wish at the moment.
Man, and Scum's Wish, Echan and freaking Hanabi getting it on, just like
Okay,
slay.
putting a sweat on the topic, and I think this is going to be one of those ones where we'll probably talk about it each week because I think we all have watched it now.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on episode 4? Let's start with
Just,
let's start
just
with
the
you, Jordan.
just the whole
Let's
series.
start-
All right.
All right, yeah, why not?
So I'm gonna start off by saying that for about as long as I've been watching anime, or when I watch Love Live, I have loved Nozomi as much as possible. Massive waifu fan, just like I brought the movie, and I got stuff, whatever. Just shouted me an autograph plaque. Echan is in high contention now. After a solid year of dedication, 4 episodes in to this anime, and oh my god, Echan is, yes, mum.
Oh god.
God.
Oh dear.
Or like, Jordan.
And like,
See, it's okay to say daddy, but mum is just a bit too much for me.
I'm with you on that one. I don't know why that is. I mean, it's
Yeah.
the same in context, and I suppose, well, whoever says that, but yeah, I don't know. That's one of those ones where you're like, "Ooh, let's not say that."
Anyway,
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so actual review now. Um, so episode 1, I don't remember much of it, but I'm gonna recall the live action and just translate it. So episode 1, like, was a total grab, and I just got hooked on it instantly. It's like they kiss in the first 2 minutes. I'm like, all right, yes, please, keep doing that,
You know what?
and
On
that was really
that,
good.
I think that's really refreshing to see in an anime, like, because you have those animes that just drag on for 12 episodes without any like action, so to speak, and this was like 2 minutes straight and bam, over and done with, and that's really refreshing, I
Yeah,
suppose, to see. But
it
yeah,
kind
keep
of
going.
it kind
Sorry.
of breaks the Japanese. I want to say standard, but I know anime isn't representative of Japan as a whole. But it's just like the whole, oh, I'm gonna blush whenever you brush by me kind of aspect, and just says, you know what, we're making out right here, right now, and that worked. um, how Hanabi, in my opinion, translates her emotions for quote unquote Oni-chan. Um, well, I I thought they were actually brothers and sisters for a solid week, and I was like, I don't want to watch incest or
Okay,
fake incest,
yeah, that.
but I realized that Oni-chan is just an association with, I assume, a close relationship, and I believe that uh, older guys in general, when we get dressed, sometimes get called Oni-chan. I'm not too sure, but I know it's really associated with brothers mainly.
Yeah, see, that's one of those ones where it doesn't translate well for Western viewers because when I started watching this, because I saw like trailers for it, I was like, yeah, this is something I really want to watch. When I started watching it, I was like, she's in love with her brother. This is just a bit too weird, but I'm not going to give it just yet. And then when it's actually explained, the relationship, I was like, oh, okay, it's not actually a brother. It's a
Yeah.
really close friend that she sees as a well, as she saw as like a brother growing up, but
Daddy.
realized I don't, but that she sees as someone that she could fall in love with and that she is in love with, and then it was like, okay, that's all good
Yeah.
now. I'm easy. I can go with that. But
So,
yeah, it's one
so
of those
by
ones
this
you're like,
logic, it makes Kissexis okay.
I haven't seen Sexorcist,
oh,
but
They're not blood related.
is it Step? Oh, it's not Step at all.
Yeah, I think they're step.
Wait, doesn't that make it that
I've
makes it
heard
blood
about this
related.
show.
That makes it blood related though. Step is like half.
No, it doesn't.
Oh no, Step.
No, no.
Oh, you get married to
Step is
family. Yeah, that's.
yeah.
I want to say that's fine, but that's because like I want to say it's fine in a non-titled way. Like they aren't related properly, but you go and look at a family tree line and say these two people were married, and then the kid's married. Like it's not blood, but it looks really, really bad.
The hilarious thing about that show is the parents don't care and encourage it.
But
Well,
this is not an
yeah.
uncommon thing, though. I've seen this happen in a lot of Western shows more than, say, the Japanese shows. Like, this is like, okay, I don't know why I'm thinking of the Brady Bunch, but that's just
Oh
coming into
god.
like
Oh
Marsh and
god.
Greg, like
Yeah.
so it's not an uncommon thing, but I suppose it's that little bit of shock value that you get when you
Yeah,
watch.
I think it's just taboo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's definitely the taboo.
yeah,
Because as I was talking to Farah about this yesterday, I struggled to watch the first episode. It probably took me over an hour to watch the first episode, just because
yeah,
I just couldn't.
yeah. It's one of those ones you just like.
Because
Mm,
it is that thing. It's like she calls him brother, and then it's like they don't explain that until like the second or third episode, and it's just in my mind that just made it real hard to watch.
Oh.
But then once it was explained, then it was just like, okay, I kind of. I mean, I don't think it's right though. This relationship that she has with this guy, I still find it's very um wrong. I don't know.
None of their relationships are right though.
Well,
Well, the whole thing is just like
Yeah.
fucking emotions and underwear and fucking shit flying everywhere.
I'm one of those people that kind of ship Moogie and Hanabi together. I don't know why I do, but
Well, I
I
mean,
really
it's going to happen. Actually, you read the manga. I don't know.
yeah. But see, the manga, I don't want to even spoil like because what I have read, um,
Yeah.
it's shocked the shit out of me. Like I knew this thing was coming up in episode. I didn't want to believe it, but I knew it was going to come, up, and I was just like, okay, I'm ready to watch this scene. But this is nothing in comparison to what's coming up. Like I can't myself see this being translated onto anime format because it's just so
Is it intense?
intense, like extremely intense. Like,
Is this between Hanabi and Echan?
oh, a little bit of that. And,
Don't spoil things.
Actually, yeah, don't
Don't
spoil.
say
Don't
that.
yeah,
spoil.
I'm not going to say more on that, but
I mean, if
other characters
intensity's
will come
anything,
up.
yeah, if intensity's going, it's going pretty intense already. So
Yeah.
I
Episode
can
4.
definitely see them
Episode
being
4.
like, "Yep, full steam ahead." Fucking
And it's really funny because I recently just watched School Days, and I've never seen School. Ever heard about? I mean, known the storyline to School Days, and I went in there completely blind, not knowing what it was about. And then that was the first time I ever watched an anime where I was just like, I hate every single character that there's in the show. Like, there is no one that's redeeming. Um, I hate every single one. The ending was done the only way it could be done. Like, there was no redemption for any of those characters. Whereas with Scum's Wish, you kind of want those characters to have a redemption. I don't know.
Not the teacher.
I not the teacher. Oh god. Oh man,
what a
she.
cunt.
Although,
Uh, yeah, I really don't like her. I think I didn't like her from the start, but that episode 4 just cemented like you are more like you don't
yeah.
deserve anything in regards to redemption, nothing, and she is just pure evil. Like she is just, and that's scary because you can see Hanabi is becoming this evil character, and I have a soft spot for Hanabi. Like I
Yeah.
just want the best for her, but at the same time, it's like, girl, you're kind of going down this path. It's not good. Like
Yeah.
look at Moogie. Get with Moogie. You deserve.
No, I don't
Yeah.
care with Mookie, yeah with Echan. But I like how she acknowledges that she is doing this. Like, she realizes, hey, I am being a terrible person, but I can't stop it
Yeah.
myself. And not only that, but her outlooks on love are very interesting. And in my opinion, it relies solely on logic. Like, you like one person, and why can't you be in love with that one person? How can you be in love with more than one person when, like, you, I mean, like, when you love someone, you're meant to be with that person only. Like, Hanabi can't like even think about being in love with more than one person, like in the bar, like how the girls were talking. Like, should I date him or should I be with this guy? And
And see, this is where I think it's
yeah,
more like the emotions are getting to guys. Like they're not realizing what love is. Like, come on, I didn't even know what love is back then. If I was a teenager in that situation, that is not love. That is just um,
lost.
lust. So I think that's what these characters are getting confused with. So I don't know. It's just. I mean, okay, so I've watched the first 2 episodes of the live action as well. No subtitles. I don't know how I followed the story, but I did.
Yeah,
Um,
I've
the
already seen
live
first.
action is amazing. I think it's extremely well done for a Japanese
Yeah,
drama.
I think
And
Mookie is ugly, and
Mugi is, Yeah.
Mugi's ugly, and Hanabi is as good looking as she can be, but that's like a 6 out of 10 still. Like, and Hanabi,
Jeez, just 6 out of 10 straight up.
like Hanabi, like her character is portrayed as Hanabi. I'm like, you know what? They did Hanabi as Hanabi, but Hanabi is still not that attractive. Or
See,
that's just my opinion though. But
no,
yeah,
on that kind of thing, like in the manga and the manga, sorry guys, and the anime, she is this gorgeous, beautiful, stunning girl, like the most popular girl in school. Whereas in the live action, she is a normal girl, like just she's loved by everyone around her, but she's not something drop dead gorgeous. I'm a model kind of girl. Like she's just an
yeah,
average girl, and I think that is kind of nice to see, like in the live action, because it's something that these girls can relate to. Like it's not, I'm so beautiful that this can only happen to me. Like she's just a normal girl. Like that can happen to normal girls that don't look like $1,000,000 and things like that.
9.99, 24 McNugget pack.
Oh my god.
But then again, nuggets
Um,
are really good. I recommend.
but after watching the 4 episodes, I think the best thing about the show is the soundtrack. I think it
Definitely.
is
I skip openings and
unbelievable.
endings.
Oh, I cannot. I can't skip the opening and especially the ending theme. And the fun fact that the ending theme in the anime is the same ending theme that they're using in the live action as well. So I think they're kind of working together alongside the live action and anime. So what happens is the anime comes out first, and then the live action episode comes
Yeah,
out 2 or 3 days after.
it's kind of like manga and anime basically. If it's based off
It
a
is,
manga, they just do it week by week, which is good.
but
But
the difference is they've
yeah,
added more scenes into the live action, which they haven't done in the manga or the anime, which is really interesting. Like, especially the
yeah,
first episode, there was a scene that was not in the manga or the anime, and it's like,
it was
where did
translated
that come
weirdly.
from?
Are you
It was,
talking
and that was
about the school makeout session?
well, no, because that was kind of the one where it was meant to be in Mugi's room, like the one in the
Yeah, it
anime.
was, but it
But
wasn't.
in the live action,
It's
it's a completely different scene. It's like
in this English room, and then like doesn't it get walked in on or something?
no, I think in the live action they're in Mugi's room again, but they kind of go further than what they do in which was meant to happen later on in the series. So I don't know. It's very different way, but it's a lot more scenes in that. I haven't seen the scenes with the Yuri stuff in the live action yet. I'll be curious
I
to see
want.
how that turns out. Um, yeah, but I think this is my anime of the season at the moment. Like, apart from Konosuba,
Yeah,
Scum's Wish is just it's visually stunning. It's got such a good story. It hits the emotions. Soundtrack is brilliant. I can't rate it highly enough. Like, I wish this was on a better platform than what it is at the moment. I wish this ended up on Crunchyroll or Anime Lab or something like that, because I think it's a damn shame that this one show is stuck on a platform where
it's
hardly
dead.
anyone it's dead basically, and it's
Yeah,
just a real
I don't know
shame.
how Amazon Prime got the rights to Scum's
I don't
Wish.
even know why they want the rights to that show.
I mean,
Honestly, I don't understand it. I
Netflix has anime, so Amazon's trying to get anime as well.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
like I can understand them going for something like super mainstream looking, but this does not look mainstream at all, so it's just really bizarre.
It is, and I think this is one of those shows where it should have been on Crunchyroll from the get go, because it deserves that fan base. Because it's really stupid, because they've got the manga of Scum's Wish on Crunchyroll, so it would have tied in beautifully. Like, I just think,
It could always make its way there later.
I hope so. I hope it actually makes its
yeah,
way onto Anime Lab as well. Like,
like
I see this one of these. This is a show that is possibly going to get a dub. I think it deserves a dub. Like, it's that good that it should get a dub. Who
yeah,
takes it on is, I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards the LA dub side, but it deserves its dub. Like I can see Alex One David taking this type of project on like he did with Erase, and
Yeah.
because it has that Erase feel to it as well. So I think that would be done, to justice kind of thing. Like this needs to be dubbed, but
Yeah,
yes,
I'm looking at who made it, and it's Lurch. And honestly, like, how did Lurch even give the rights to such a dead platform and how did Prime get a hold of Lurch and like, hey, we want to take Scum's Wish, and
I mean
Lurch saying, yeah, alright, we'll let you have Scum's Wish.
money. I think because
Yeah,
it's the only show
Amazon
that they
is
Amazon
rolling.
is known for just throwing money at things to try and
Yeah.
get stuff done.
I mean, with anime like
Yeah.
Danganronpa and Assassination Classroom, Monster Musume, Gaku Kurashi under their belt, like, and Amazon Prime must have forked out a lot of money for this to even
I,
be considered to get the rights, because I know Crunchyroll would have taken this, and I reckon Alerts would have made more money or just like more advertisement in general if they chucked it on Crunchyroll.
oh, definitely,
Yeah, like
definitely.
the fan base and the fandom and fan base for Scum's Wish would be like 10 times, maybe even more than that, bigger than what it currently is, just because
I
of Amazon
100%
Prime
agree with that.
killing the anime. And I do hope that I hope Crunchyroll picks it up, but I hope Anime Lab picks it up as well, because we need to rep the AU side of things, you know. But yeah, I really hope that Crunchyroll gets its hands on it and it's like, hey, you know what, Scum's Wish, really good anime. Check that out.
It's just not getting the love that it deserves. That's my thing. It deserves to be, which has, people that
Yeah.
can access it. Because I think it's a known thing now that this is the one show that everyone is pirating at the moment because it is so hard to even watch. And
Yeah, I'm watching it on Kiss
it,
Anime.
it sucks because I'm one of those ones that says, use the legal platforms, use Crunchyroll. I mean, I throw my gift passes to people, just go through these good channels. But when you put such a good anime on a channel or a streaming site that no one can have
Yeah.
access to, it's only restricted to the US market. What were they thinking? Like, at least Crunchyroll is global. It could
Yeah.
hit more people.
Well,
Anime Lab,
almost
I
global.
mean New Zealand and
Yeah, honestly, I'd rather Prime have it than Anime Lab, just because the market for Prime is bigger than what the market is for Anime Lab. But then again,
that's true.
also Anime Lab is free. But then again, you also have the population disparity. So then again, it kind of counteracts the whole "hey, it's free" kind of thing. But I mean, you could like use a VPN and just change yourself to Australia or something, and then
Which I feel like
try and
a
do
lot
something.
of people are doing because the catalog with Anime Lab is so good, and
For this
I can
season?
for all of it. Like late, they've been adding.
Really?
We're gonna add Frankie back because I think we kind of moved on from spoilery stuff. I think.
Yeah.
What I like about Anime Lab is it's just catalog that's just getting updated and it's adding, more classic anime like that happened,
Yeah.
in the early 2000s and, stuff that we haven't seen in years.
And I think it's the only
Um,
platform legal platform that has the full Fairy Tail series. Not the OVAs though,
it is
but the full Fairy Tail series.
the full because Netflix only goes up to I think
Season 1 and
no, they
is it
go
season
up
1?
to
Season 2, 3
I
maybe?
think they go up to six, if I'm not mistaken. Because
Actually?
my friend watched it all on Netflix, and then he moved on to Anime Lab to watch the remaining parts of it and stuff like that. Or is it five? I can't recall, but he has only watched Fairy
Yeah.
Tail on Anime Lab because
It would
that's
have.
the way you can only get access to it.
Yeah.
But
Crunchyroll had it,
It still does though,
then
I think.
Anime
yeah,
Lab got it, and then
Oh.
Crunchyroll have from where it was after the initial break.
yeah,
So like I don't know, 2013 or whatever
Yeah,
it was.
13, 14 is when the
And
and
new
they
he's
season
have
also
came out.
just
also
sub as well.
now,
So
and then Anime Lab have everything because they got the rights to it
Do they have
for
the
our
full
market.
dub? I don't think the full dub's out yet.
It's still
It's
been
up.
dubbed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's like
just
2:30 right
halfway
now.
through.
Isn't it like 2:30?
Yeah, because they just
Ish, yeah.
started the whole last arc before
The
Zero.
hiatus. Oh.
So because this is the stupid thing. What they did with Zero is they simulcast the dub for the Zero part, the season. But what happened was there was an episode that had Lucy in the last two episodes, and you're like, we're not up to that kind of bit yet, in the anime. Like, it's so bizarre, the dub before that gets dubbed. I don't know, because I'm watching Fairy Tail via dub. When it was doing the weekly simulcast, I did watch it in Japanese. I think that was the only one I was watching up to date, up to Fairy Tail Zero and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
Um, I love Fairy Tail. I kind of wish that we had One Piece dub and the Hunter x Hunter dub so bad on Anime Lab. I'm just like, I'm hoping that that's coming in the future, like on Anime Lab, like especially the Hunter x Hunter dub is just so good. It deserves to be like shown to more people, and the sub is only on Crunchyroll at the moment, so I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that that does somehow end up on the lab somewhere in the future. I
Yeah.
don't know. I've never seen One Piece. I don't know if anyone else has seen One Piece, but that's one of those
Parts.
ones I kind of want to watch, but I don't know where to start, kind of thing. Like, do
So
I just?
You
long.
don't want to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too late.
I mean, yeah, I did start Naruto, so I'm like, I think I have
How?
to do it. I don't know.
Naruto is like half the length of One Piece. Like,
Yeah.
you can't start One Piece.
Oh, really? Is it one of those ones you just have to
Uh,
like?
I think it's got like 800
One Piece is
episodes or something.
800, and Naruto has
Whoa!
like 550, 600.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
It's way too big.
But
damn.
you could like just go into a form and ask, what do I need to watch on One Piece, and instantly 200 episodes will be cut out. I feel like it's just a massive filler fest.
Lot of filler.
A lot of filler.
It's got such a huge fan base. I can't that fan base for One Piece.
Because it's a Titan. It's one of the four Titans. You got like Bleach, you got One Piece, Naruto, and
Fairy Tale.
no, wait, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. They're the four. And then Fairy Tail, kind of. I wouldn't class it in the same uh tier as the Great Four, but I mean it's there in one of the longest running anime. And then if we want to talk about long running anime, we talk about I think Detective Conan or something. I
Can
think
we just go back to the filler of One
yeah,
Piece?
Yeah.
It's actually only like 15% filler.
but 15% of 800 is 100.
Yeah, but Naruto is like 40% filler.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
so you can skip. Then there must be like a list that you can skip, because like, it's
Yeah.
a 90s Sailor Moon. You could not skip many episodes. Like, you could skip possibly two or three in the season, but if you missed out on certain things, it just, the story didn't flow, or I don't know. So it's one of those ones where,
Yeah, with the Sailor Moon, I think like only half episodes were like fillers and stuff. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, but yeah,
But
like
then
One Piece isn't as filled with filler as other shonen series is. Like it's actually considerable less
I don't think
filler.
Fairy Tale would be considered, like, if I miss something, I'm completely lost. Like, two or three episodes, I don't know. It's one of those ones where you kind of have to go back and watch eventually and things like that.
There's
Um,
there's full arcs that are filler arcs though.
I suppose, but I love
Fairy
Fairy Tale.
Tale
Like
has
pretty sure there's one
peak
like
growth.
pretty sure there's like one like 30 episode arc that you can completely ignore and it's fine.
Oh, that's good then. um, but in saying that though, like, it's hard getting to these long series because you have to find time to would all the simulcasts and other series. You're like, when do you get time to watch these shows? And
You
I don't
don't.
know, you don't, and it's just like shit. So you really want to kind of watch them, but how do you watch them when you don't have the time to watch them, so to speak? But I've never seen Bleach either. I don't know. Has anyone?
Never been interested in that one.
Nah, that's another one everyone keeps kind of.
It was really big when I started watching anime, but like it was kind of too big for me back then.
Mm,
Then I started hearing that like it just started getting like shittier and shittier, and I'm just like, I don't really care.
yeah. Actually, what I've been watching is Dragon Ball Super, and I think it's just I haven't even bothered just going back to the old stuff because I'm like, it picks up quite easily. Like you can just get into Dragon Ball and you're like, oh yeah, this is what's happening. You don't really have to go back too much to watch because, well, come on, Dragon Ball was the king of the filler episodes. So if you missed one, you can always come back 3 or 4 episodes, still be at that same spot. But that was more Dragon Ball Z, whereas Super doesn't do that anymore. It kind of moves on quicker, and the story progresses a lot faster. And I like that. It's very entertaining. It's not like how we used to watch, Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball itself. I'm loving Super. I think it's really funny. It's witty. The characters are awesome. Um, it's definitely one of those ones I'm enjoyed watching week to week as well. Like the new arc has started on Saturday, and it's good. Like I just really enjoyed it. So I'm glad I kind of picked up Dragon Ball again because I've missed it. And
You.
yeah, I
And
don't know. I love Dragon Ball Z.
shout out
Think
to
there's something
Scott
about it.
for backing me up on Fairy Tail has one season on Netflix. Because
I could have sworn it had more than
I
this.
remember my friend saying that he could only watch the first season on Netflix
The
because
first season
yeah.
is still like 50 episodes though.
Is it? I
Yeah,
feel it's like 30.
suppose. Yeah. No, it's a good chunk. So I don't know. But speaking of Netflix, what do you think of their catalog with the anime and stuff like that?
It's not bad.
It's not great either.
Mm.
It's
Well,
could be
they're
better.
not. They're not primarily an anime streaming service though, so it doesn't need to be good.
Yeah.
See, that's true, but at the same time, they're doing, Seven Deadly Sins and Little Witch Academia and
Yeah.
all those good ones, and you're just like, this is shit because you kind of wish those ones were on Crunchyroll and things like that.
Isn't it?
No, not Seven Deadly Sins.
Well, I mean, at least Netflix is bigger than Crunchyroll. But I know if
So if
Crunchyroll's
you're talking audiences, Netflix is the biggest.
yeah, and I mean, you could come up in a recommendation. I actually saw this really good anime on Netflix. It looked kind of old school, but I forgot what it was called, and I would say it, but yeah, I kind of forgot. But yeah, I mean, like Netflix has its like anime picks, I guess. Like you said, Little Witch Academia, Seven Deadly Sins, and like
Magi.
Magi, yeah.
Wait, Amagi. Okay, I think you said Amagi. My friend's
And
tainted me.
Asian as well. Arjun, Asian. Can't remember what it's called.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Recently.
Arjun's
Yeah,
the only show
Arjun.
that I've watched on Netflix.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just I think our selection in Australia is really, say, North American Netflix, because on North American Netflix they get a Hunter x Hunter dub, whereas
Yeah.
we don't. So I mean, we're losing out on that.
Actually,
But
the anime I was talking about was actually Arjun. That looks really cool. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It's still the annoying thing is it has Killer, but it doesn't have the dub for Killer Kill on the Netflix, and I'm just like, really, like that's
Again,
such
it
a
comes down to
What's
the
on anime like
licensing
that though?
licensing, yeah.
and
For
who
once.
has the rights and who pays the money.
Mm.
So you can't really expect every platform to have everything. That's just not how
Well,
business works.
It looks
especially
like we've
now.
got. It looks like we've got Hunter x Hunter on the Australian Netflix.
Do it really? Because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it says 5 seasons.
Get
2011
out.
series.
What?
It might
On
not be the
Netflix?
dub though.
Hunter, are you sure? I'm going to check that now because if that's the case, I know what I'm watching.
It's not the dub, actually.
Oh,
It's only in
damn.
Japanese. Damn.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Yeah, because that's one of those ones where you're like, give me the dub. Because that's a
Well,
really good
because
dub.
I'm
the
pretty
dub
sure,
is
like,
Toonami, so
I'm pretty sure like every long-running series deserves the dub watch because, God, I can't imagine going through them in Japanese, like starting fresh on them.
that's what I did for Hunter x Hunter.
You did it for Hunter x Hunter, and I'm so jealous because I did start But I was just like, when you hear it with the dub, you're just like, I can't do this. Like when you know there's like a really good dub out there, you can't go back and watch it as a sub.
I mean,
And
you
it's,
can.
Yeah, you could. I
I did
Also,
that for Kill la Kill.
yeah. Also,
true,
on,
that's true.
on the topic of Hunter x Hunter, the voice actor for Hanabi plays 3 characters in Hunter x Hunter.
Really?
All supporting, but yeah, plays Kurt, Mosquito, and List. I don't know who any of those characters are, but she plays them.
Awesome. She's a great voice actor, though, the one who plays for Hanabi. I think she's great.
And she was even in Attack on Titan.
Yes, I read
Um,
that somewhere.
yeah,
She was also in, there's another really famous one she was in. Oh,
Girlish Number, which is probably the
I think
most
she was
recent
in
one.
Sword Art Online as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think she is in the SAO.
Nah, she isn't.
No? Oh.
Okay, I take it back. I was actually on the American Netflix, and
There you go.
sorry.
Also,
But does that have to
Yeah.
dub?
No, that was subbed only.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was just checking my Netflix just now, and I was like, what's Lana talking about?
Sorry, I was on the wrong one. I didn't realize.
I tell you what though, it's frustrating that we're not getting as many dubs as we were like a few months ago, or even 6 months ago. Thanks solely, I would say, to the stupid new Funimation Crunchyroll deal.
Ugh.
That's annoying. We're seeing less and less Funimation shows on Anime Lab, which kind of sucks. And
I don't understand why Crunchyroll just can't get the license for everywhere else, and we can just get the Australian one. Like, why can't they share?
money,
so
Money.
money talks.
business.
There are some shows that both of them have, but Crunchyroll doesn't have it available to Australia yet. Anime Lab has it. Like, why can't they do that more often?
Yeah, because they did that with
competitive.
It is. They did that with Love Live.
I think Konosuba is one of the latest ones.
Yes, they have. You can't watch Konosuba on Crunchyroll. That's right.
Really?
There's
Rip.
quite a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, it's
Konosuba.
really anti-competitive. Like, I don't know how companies can do that.
I know.
You
Considering how
pay money for what's the word I'm looking for?
rights and stuff.
Right,
Yeah,
exclusivity. That's the word.
But
Yeah,
if this is, you go, Lana, because I think it's in the same
yeah,
mind frame as what we're thinking.
yeah, but it's just like it's like if they keep doing that, they're not going to have competitors. Like they've already partnered with Funimation, and like I'm pretty sure they have a subscription partnership as well, where you get it cheaper if you get both of them.
And they do that with WWE as well. I think the WWE.
Yeah, it's like all 3 of them on
Yeah.
a cheap subscription service. And so if they do that, they're not going to have any competitors, and that's really bad for a company. Like you need competitors, otherwise, like.
From what I gathered, though, was the deal was Funimation gets all the dub rights for the show. So any show that is on Crunchyroll that kind of deserves a dub, it goes to the Funimation site. So all the dubs will be on the Funimation side, and all the subs would be on the Crunchyroll side. So they give them like 5 or 6 shows that they think will be a hit with a dub, and let them have it, and then they just stream all the rest. But the thing with that is, I've just noticed, Anime Lab hasn't got any dubs at all now. It's just, I mean, the only dub that they have. But who watches Tales? Let's be honest. Like no one is watching Tales.
I'm watching it, but I'm regretting it.
It is terrible. I don't know. It sucks because it's got such a good dub cast as well, but it's so shit.
And it looks so pretty. It's just like, how is this so terrible? Yet it's done by that really good company that does. Really
That's what I couldn't figure out as well. It's like, wow, this is so pretty and beautiful, and I just watched 2 episodes.
Dull.
I was like, I could watch something else. Yeah. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's the only dub simulcasting at the moment, which sucks. Like, before we used to have like 3 or 4 dubs going at the time, and I don't know, it's just,
I just, if Crunchyroll didn't get the license for Australia or something, like shared them out to Anime Lab, like they're not going to lose many people.
No, because
Australia isn't.
But people. The more they can get to Crunchyroll, the better, I guess. Which makes perfect sense from a business standpoint.
Yeah.
And
But it's just restricting the market though. Like their big thing is we don't want anyone using illegal piracy sites, and we don't want people, streaming illegally. You're giving us no option now. Before we were perfectly fine. We had the options of dubs and subs, and we had that choice. Now we have to go to these sites if we want these dubs, and I don't like it. I think it's unfair and.
The really the really stupid thing is before Anime Lab came, like before it was even in the beta phase, Crunchyroll didn't really license many things to Australia. Like, and that's why I never subbed to it, because like there'd be a small selection, and then America would have heaps. But then as soon as Anime Lab came, they're like, "Nah, we're getting everything." So it's just really like.
I okay, this is just my personal point of view. I think it's just what I look at. And no offense to anyone that loves crime, but it it could be just me, but I feel as if they are kind of copying Anime Lab's format a lot. Like in terms, like the promoting of shows and um because okay, Anime Lab was one of the and Madman, let's be honest, were the first ones who really got that social content out, like the social media. They were the first ones, posting those
yeah,
video clips on Facebook and Twitter and getting those million people views and things like that. Only
shout out to Jess.
yeah, shout out to Jess for that one. But only I would say a year and a half ago, we have seen Crunchyroll just become this mega demon in certain aspects of, they're constantly on the social media. It's flooding our timelines.
Yeah.
It's constantly in our face, and I don't understand it. They know that they're a big company, but why? I don't know. I just feel like they're copying a lot of things that Anime Lab do, and they're kind of taking it on as their own. I don't know. I could be completely wrong.
Going back to that point, it's business.
Yeah,
It's
everything's
business.
business.
They look at that's working for them, so they're gonna do that as well.
See,
That's just how businesses work.
Yeah.
I have no respect for Crunchyroll because they still use a Flash player.
Ooh.
That annoys me so much.
Oh, that's.
They
I
have a lot of
hear
them.
they're updating it.
They've had problems recently in that side of the site with their with that sort of, I don't know if it was a takeover, but with the firing of many employees,
Yeah.
all in the engineering back end.
Man, that was terrible. That was so low. I can't even. Oh, I just feel for those poor workers at the. Oh man, yeah. God. But I mean,
Yeah,
again,
and
it's
they all
business.
worked in
So
that side of the site. So
Yeah.
that's why nothing had really happened on it in the last year.
Yeah, true.
Because as far as sites go, it's rubbish.
Crunchyroll. Oh
Yeah.
It is a rubbish site
It
to
is.
use.
It's a platform.
I remember.
That's it.
I remember the first day, like first time I met Jess at a convention. I'm just like, man, Anime Lab's so good. Fuck Crunchyroll. Like I hate that site. I hate that player. You guys are awesome.
You know what?
Having a big rant about it.
I would give her a round of applause because she actually does everything all on her own, basically. Like, Crunchyroll has probably 10 or 11 people on their social media stuff. She does that on her own. Like, it's insane. Like, I know she is up crazy hours at night and
She's doing stuff
she's
now.
doing it.
Right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's doing mad fest stuff right now for Perth.
yeah, and that's insane. Like, I mean, she's up till.
You go,
I know
girl.
she's up till like
2.
2 o'clock in the morning.
I've talked to her at 2 in the morning. She's doing work. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're nuts. What are you doing? You work like an 8 to 5 job, and you're at home 2 a.m. fiending, just working hard. It's just like, well, it's insane. And luckily now there's a job position open.
Yes.
Because you know what, Jess has a lot on her plate and she needs to get rid of a lot of it. So if you are interested in becoming a social media manager for three branches, Mad
I think mainly for the Anime Lab side.
Anime Lab,
Yeah,
Madman, and I think that,
and Madfest.
yeah, and Madfest, and not only that,
Documentary thing.
yeah, really, okay, and then not only that, their Instagram, their Twitter, and their Facebook, and you have to like be a proper advertiser. You have to get like million. I wouldn't say millions, but like around about like really high like views. You want like a high interaction rate, and yeah, and Jess does all that. Like at the first ever Madfest panel, her top video, well, One Punch Man. So I guess she got lucky with that because One Punch Man's One Punch Man. 17 million views though. Like
Yeah,
that's
it was ridiculous. It was some real ridiculous
yeah.
number. I remember sitting there thinking, "Shit, that is a massive number."
You go,
I didn't think it would
Jess.
be that. Yeah, you can go Jazz. But that's the difference between the Crunchyroll staff and the Anime Lab staff, I suppose. Because like the Crunchyroll, okay, they crack me up. Like I love their Twitters, like especially Victoria. I think
I
she's
only
just
know
like
Sailor B. She's the only relevant Crunchyroll member to me.
she is just absolutely um
And
hilarious. I absolutely love following her. I think she's just an absolute crack up.
yeah, she ate.
Um,
She ate.
yeah, but I'm not gonna say who else.
I don't know anyone else to be honest. I don't know anyone from Crunchyroll except for
For B,
Victoria.
because she's
Yeah.
yeah, and she's really good like that. Like she will communicate with like the viewers and the fans, and she's good like that. Whereas there's others where it's all to do with numbers kind of thing. But
Well, business.
whereas with Jess, I mean, obviously it's an Australian thing, so she has to
I
meet
yeah.
the Australian New Zealand
I wish
side of it.
Jess had the same following as B. But then
I
again,
do too. I
that'd be
think she deserves that. I think she needs that, to be honest. So I don't know.
yeah. But
Um,
also, can we note that Madman is not verified in Twitter. Anime Lab is not verified in Twitter. Sailor B has more followers than both those Twitters combined, and I think that's quite disappointing that no one's following Madman and Anime Lab. Anime Lab had like 8,057 followers, and Madman's about 33k. And I don't know how Madman's not verified. Like they're a company. Like I've seen Twitters with like 1,000 followers that are random verified. Like I don't get
this is
this.
what I don't
They
understand too.
probably
This is
haven't.
a company that has been around for 20 years. Crunchyroll has only been around for 6 years. How are they? It blows my mind every single time I see that, and I'm like, really, man, that's not verified. Anime Lab's not verified, and yet Crunchyroll that's only been around for
It's not on Twitter anymore. It's now on the companies that have to apply for it.
Yeah.
man.
And not only that, also Crunchyroll has 421k followers on Twitter.
But in saying that, though, it's because of their global market.
Yeah, they're a global market, and also Porter Robinson A1 picture thing that helped them a lot.
Man, that was so good. I don't care what anyone says. I thought that was the most amazing thing I've ever watched ever. Like it was just so beautiful. It was like watching poetry. It was so good. But
I cried. I'm gonna be honest. Your boy cried.
oh man, that was great. But getting back to the social side of it, I have to applaud Jess because she does much for the amount of time she's given and the resources she's probably given. Like, I mean, when I went to Melbourne last year for Supernova in Melbourne.
I was there.
Yeah, I was there. I was there for the the first one, I think, the Melbourne one, and she was actually the first person I bumped into when I was in Melbourne. Meet anyone, and she was actually the first person to meet, and it was like meeting an old friend. Like that's the way she is. She just has that thing where it's
Yeah.
like, I know she's gonna listen back to this now, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, you guys, shut up." But when you're hearing this, Jess, you are one of those people that you can make friends easily. Like everyone loves you. I don't know. Yeah, I think we can all say that we value your friendship and your input to the community, especially the Australian community as well. I don't know if you were there, Jordan, when they had the Sunday panel at Supernova.
Sword Art Online.
No, the not for Madfest, for
No. I mean like the oh no, sorry, Attack on Titan.
yeah, they had that, but they also had the Madman Sly and Jess panel.
Yeah, I was there. I was in that small room.
Yeah.
I reckon you might have saw me, but I wouldn't have seen you. To be honest,
Oh,
because I was cosplaying that day.
that was probably one of the best things to go to. It was just
Yeah,
everyone
it
was
was
so
fun.
into it. It was just like so interactive. Like we were all cheering like for our favorite anime.
Yeah, it was engaging.
It was really engaging, and I love seeing stuff like that. And then going to Madfest,
Same thing.
same thing. It was just like, but the amount of people that were there at
Was
the Madfest
much
one, it was
more.
just like far out. It was like at least. Well,
In the room, I think it's about
maybe
200. Wait, in the room, 800 in the room.
800 or 1,000 maybe.
In
It
that
was
one
full.
room.
It was full. It was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would be at least 1,000, I think, and it was.
I don't think it holds that
packed.
much, but yeah, it was definitely packed.
It was
Yeah.
the theater, where they were showing like, it was the Anime Lab theater.
No, yeah, was it? Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
Where I think they had the Sword Art Online art panel there as well in that same
They
room.
did. They
Yeah.
did. It was straight after. So, yeah. It was. I was a bit of like, oh, I don't know how many people are going to come to this.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit front row and just hope for the best. And then when I went to line up, I was like,
Yep.
am
It-
I here for the right panel? Like,
Yeah, I
is
know, right?
this what? And then you just like see the sea of people come for the
Yep.
Madman panel, and that was insane. It
That
just
was
like,
yeah.
whoa,
The
like,
Madman panel was the favorite
that's
part.
where you won the.
I won.
Isn't that the one where you won the?
Yep.
He won $400 worth of shit.
I actually,
Bastard.
I had to show the guy who's running the merchandise shop a Twitter post, and just took this photo. I'm pretty sure it was a very obscure photo, but you could see me and like my clothes, and I had to make sure that like this, because the piece of paper, right? He said he woke up and he wrote he signed. Like he woke up and he signed the piece of paper. He printed it out, signs it, and he's like, "There you go." And I'm like, "What a man! What a gentleman! What a guy! Loved him. He's a cool dude."
What did you win?
I won 3 swords,
Oh.
a Street Fighter shirt which I wear, and a $400 gift card, for which I bought Love Live season 1 and 2, the movie. I brought Psycho Pass, which I haven't watched yet. I haven't watched it, and I just watched The Boy and the Beast. Might I say that it wasn't well done? I'm gonna be that guy.
Whoa.
I don't
that's
th-
a huge call.
I don't. Sorry. No, everything but the plot progression was good.
Yeah.
The plot progression was good, then it went bad, and for the whole rest of the movie, it was bad until the very end, which it didn't really redeem itself, but it ended on like an air for me, because I was watching it with a couple of my mates, and we thought the same.
See,
Oh.
I liked the start and I liked the end. Everything in between was just kind of just all over the
Yeah.
place.
I think
And
I actually watched that.
Yeah, it's good.
It had like 3 distinct sections of
Yeah,
the movie
it definitely
that were
did.
so
Yes.
jarringly different, and it's just
Yeah.
like I liked it, but it was just so jarring, like everything about it. I
Yeah.
wish I
I'm with
liked
you
it
on that.
more.
With you on that completely. I remember watching that at Melbourne Supernova. I was just like, this is a chore to watch. Like, this could be
I saw
better.
it in cinema.
Oh man.
Yeah, I brought
So I
it.
had to pay like $16 for it. I'm just like, it's good, but $16. I could have,
Seeing your name.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which I did see that one too, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. We'll be wrapping up soon.
Yeah, we're at an
Scott just
hour
said-
and 14
yeah.
minutes.
So we'll probably cut in about 10 minutes time. But Scott just mentioned in the chat that he was actually at Madfest last year.
I feel like I would have
And-
seen Scott.
I feel like I would have seen him too. Like, Scott, did you see me there?
Did you see me, Scott?
I wore my Team Beatles shirt, and I'll get to that story in a minute. But
I don't know what I wore.
so Scott was on the door, and he was at the One Punch booth, Were you the one that was like taking photos and stuff, or like handing out the
Yeah, were you handing out the
messages, Scott?
stuff? Were you handing out the stuff? You know what?
Oh my
I'll.
god, I feel like I've met you, Scott. Oh my god, I think you did meet me.
You know,
That's really wow.
Farah, did you know that you met me for a brief seconds, and we had a brief chat? I was like, in my head, I know this woman, but I knew you didn't know me because you didn't follow me at the time. You didn't follow me at the time.
Really?
Truly, because you asked, does the Mad Fest? I think it was you. I'm pretty sure it was you. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
I hope, because I think you asked, does the Mad Fest filter work on Snapchat? Might have been you, might not have been you. I don't know. I think it's you.
Oh, because I mean, Jess were trying to.
Yeah, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, it works. Yeah,
Oh, so that was you. Oh my god,
that was
that
me.
is really.
Yeah.
Wow.
So smooth. Yeah, it works.
Yeah, it works. Yeah, it works.
No,
It's
because
the right position.
Jess and I were like, let's take selfies with Snapchat filter, like trying to figure out if it was working. Like, she's like, is it working for you? I'm like, it was.
Yeah.
Um,
And then I come
so-
in with that, intervene in the conversation. What's up? Also,
Oh my god! And then we
Yeah.
figured out it does work if you're only in a Madfest area. So you're
you have to go back.
standing in a Mad
Actually, no.
area.
I took a photo in the panel. Actually, it was my Twitter DP, my Twitter Abby for a while. But yeah, it actually worked in the arena. I don't know why it didn't work for you. But yeah.
Ah, that's bizarre. But I was walking around that day with my Team Beetle shirt because I actually got these T-shirts made for myself, Jess and Fiona. That says Team Beetle because we were so into ReZero that I was like, we're Team Beetle, that's us. Like, and I got these T-shirts made. So I was walking around the Saturday with my Team Beetle shirt, and actually when we went out for dinner as well that night, they came up to my hotel. We had dinner, and
That's how you slay. Oh, you what?
there's a funny story to that, but I'll probably let Jess tell you the story when she comes on the chat
Yeah.
next time.
Hopefully.
But basically, they came and we had dinner and stuff that night, and I handed to them. They were so tired, but they still managed to come out and have dinner and stuff like that. So that was really cool of them. But yeah, I know. I love the gift bags that they do at Madfest for the VIP people. That was like.
Were you a
the best
VIP?
thing. Yeah.
Wow.
it was-
I'm hurt. Nah, I'm not. I'm not that close as
Oh.
Jess. I'm not that close as Jess.
No. I paid for the VIP.
Oh, you have to pay for the VIP. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was hella expensive though, wasn't it?
I would say they're probably the cheapest VIP you can get for a con, and you get so much out of it. Like,
Yeah.
that
Okay.
was a really good deal. Like, you get in early, you get like half an hour early, you get all your tokens. You get you know, because last year it was all for Sora Maru. Like, they were all trying to get tokens to see her, and
Is that
if you weren't
Nico?
VIP, you were screwed. Yeah, Nico. So
Oh.
you were screwed. You wouldn't be able to get anything.
I hate
But I
Nico.
was lucky enough. Oh god! If you said that last year at the Madfest, you would have been shot.
Well, I don't hate her. She's just
but-
annoying. Nico needs to kill herself. The character, not the actual voice actor.
No, not the voice actor. No. But it was really well done. Like, you could get in early to go and book your table for the maid cafe, which was amazing. Except the wait was ridiculously long.
A maid sing?
But the maid cafe. Did you go to the maid cafe? Maid and Butler cafe?
No, and also we planned to do it at Animaga as well, 2 years in a row, and my mates and I, we never did it. Like,
Oh.
I'm very picky with food, so I wouldn't enjoy the food, and I feel like the whole maid cafe concept is good, but I want to go to Japan to experience a maid cafe.
And do it properly.
Yeah, because
it's
I
very cool.
like I don't want to be like I want like full on like Akihabara or whatever maid cafes are where mainly located. I want girls.
Proper stuff.
I want girls that were raised there, and
Oh,
like. Is it bad that I don't want white girls to come up to me in a maid cafe and do the whole routine?
jeez.
I don't think it's authentic.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not giving flack to white girls doing what they do. like good on you. Like it's.
Oh, good on them.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I want a Japanese girl to come up to me and be like, cringe, like
Oh,
it's all
it was,
cringe. It's all
It's
cringe.
all cringe. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
cringe.
No, but I loved Manfest. I think it's probably the best con I went to last year. I preferred it way more than Supernova. Purely, I mean, it's obviously because it's
Yes,
all anime and
I won,
manga. Sorry.
so I prefer it over
Um,
Supernova.
OzCon was really good last year, but I would say Madfest just blew all of them out the water. Just the way it was run, it was just so smooth. There was no arguments. Everyone
Yes.
just got along. Um, make friends so easily at these cons. You chat to people on lines, and then you find someone to sit with at the panels and things like that. So
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Madfest, and I made the most of it for how long I was there for. Like I was only there for 2 days, and I was out. But
I was only there for
um,
one. I only went there for one day, and that was the
uh, both
Madfest
days are
panel day.
definitely worth it
Because my
because
mate and
you do
I,
so much.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
but my mate and I, we went to Animaga 2 years ago, and it was like super cramped, but it was still alright. And then last year, the same year as Madfest, went to Animaga, and it was where Supernova Melbourne was.
Oh, really?
Animaga isn't as established, but the building that it was previously in could not hold it. The
Oh, really?
the
Oh,
building, the Supernova building, the Melbourne whatever place it is,
that was a challenge to get there. I hated that.
I
I
didn't
wish
mind
they
it.
had it.
It was
I
an easy
wish they
ride for
had it at
me.
the convention center because the convention center was a lot easier
Yeah.
to get to from personally. Because when you're coming from interstate and you have to travel to freaking Flemington and stuff like that, it was not easy. Especially like organizing taxis to and from and stuff like that. That was probably the hardest bit for me.
Well, yeah,
And
coming from Victoria, I guess it was pretty easy for me. I have a direct line to it.
yeah,
Well, not to Flemington, but to the transfer. And the
yeah.
best thing about Animaga, the only good thing about Animaga, because in my opinion, it was the worst convention I've been to that year. It was
Whoa.
too big. It was like the space was too big.
Yeah. Whereas
Animaga could not make itself big enough for that convention. The two good things about the convention was I could play Smash 4 with mates, and the train we were on was empty. Like
oh, see,
it was
that's
completely
fine.
empty. We just mucked around the whole time in the train. It was
Yeah.
amazing, and that's the only two good
Whereas
things.
with Madfest, I think it just had enough for everyone. Like it was not
Yeah,
over the top. It didn't have it was not overstimulating. It was just
that was too much.
perfect amount.
I,
Like
I
it had the cars,
yeah.
they had the cosplayers, they had the
Tokyo
what are
Ghoul
they?
exhibition as they always do. They had the
Yeah.
Love Live girls, and I took a cringy photo with the zombie one.
Oh yeah.
I copied her pose, and I was just like, I am cringe. And I took one with, do you know the One Punch Man place?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I took one there as well.
I copied Moomin Rider's pose, and my jacket was really weird, and my shirt was weird, and it looks very upsetting. But yeah,
But I really liked the atmosphere of Madfest as well. Like I can't recommend that con like as much as I can. Like I'm so excited for it coming to Perth. Like because we do have a really good anime scene here in Perth. It's just hidden basically. But Scott just posted a picture of one of the cars from
yeah,
Madfest, which I love. And what I like about Madfest is autographs are free.
yeah, yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. The only downside is I wish they had like a photo opportunity, like how they do at Supernova and things like that, where you can
Yeah.
go and take photos with the voice actors or the guests and things like that. That possibly, but I mean, I was lucky enough because for me last year was meeting Christina V. Like she was pretty super chill. She was like willing to take photos. I don't know. Were you there, Jordan, when they had the concert and stuff for Christina V's concert?
Was it
Did you go?
Saturday or Sunday?
The Sunday.
So the same day as Madfest, the Madman panel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
So,
was I wasn't at the Christian V concert though. I was there at the day, but my mate and I decided to walk around, and yeah,
see, I kind of got to know at that stage. I met Christina the day before, and I was like, she's really sweet. She signed like pretty much everything of mine. Um, I did mention on Twitter. I think I was like, because at that stage I was like, because before that I was like, I really want to take because I have this thing of taking crazy photos with voice actors. Like I just love doing that type of shit. And I did say to her, I was like, oh, I was like, I really wish we could do like crazy photos. And she's like, let's just do it. She's like, I was like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah. So she whipped out my phone and started taking like crazy selfies and stuff like that. And then on the Sunday, I was like, I went to go get something else signed. I think it was my Sailor Moon Crystal DVD to get signed. And she was like, I was like, oh, should I bring like, the glow sticks to your concert and stuff? She's like, bring the glow sticks. And I was like, oh my God, okay, I think I will bring the glow sticks. So Chris and I did go for that concert and we had our glow sticks and everything. And then her concert was amazing. It was like so good. I wish I like recorded some from that concert. It was just amazing. She sang in Japanese and English and it was really, really cool. And then like we were just, because it was straight after her concert was Soromaru was coming out, so we didn't want to lose our seats or anything like that. And she was standing. Me and Chris like standing near the stage. We could see. I could see Christina like backstage and stuff like that. And then she saw me and she just came out again. She was like, and then she started chatting with me like, and I threw her my glow sticks and she has the glow sticks. And she started taking more pictures and stuff like that. And it was really funny because like me and Chris were chatting to her, and then you could see like all these people like in the auditorium, like they're like, "Oh my God, she came out again! Like what the hell?" And I think we were kind of guilty in that sense because we were like, "Yeah, we just want
We
to take
hug.
photos and go," and then everyone was like, "Can we take a photo with you?" And it was like kind of stuffed it up because that was like her final thing that she had to do that day at Madfest, and we were wasting her. I kind of wasted her time there, but it was really sweet. Like they're really nice guests and stuff like that. And yeah, so I can't wait till in 25 more days I'm back at the next Madfest, and I can't wait to meet certain voice actors and stuff like that. I can't wait to see who else they're going to reveal in the coming weeks. So excited. So because we know one guest definitely, but I wonder who else that they've got. So it's going to be quite exciting. I'm hoping that they bring back the Neon Genesis people again. So crossing fingers for that. But I don't know.
Yay.
I think we can wrap up tonight's.
Yeah, we went on a massive con tangent and we left you and Lana out. I'm sorry, guys.
They can contribute
fine.
next week.
All
So
Sorry, all I'm just thinking is,
I was
man, I
gonna
can't
say,
wait till
who's up for
June
next?
for the
I can't wait to meet you in June, Lana. I'm so
yes, that'll be awesome.
So I'm really looking forward to it.
We're
And
meeting up at
hopefully-
Madfest Melbourne, guys, just saying.
Yes, we are. I'm definitely coming down for
Far
that.
from me.
Oh, where are you from, Lana? What?
Brisbane.
She's Brisbane.
When does the Brisbane one? I'll fly out.
June.
You know what? I'll see.
It's worth. I've already booked my ticket.
I should be down in Melbourne for PAX, but
I'm going to that as well. Let's go.
until the end of the year.
Let's go.
Actually, I'm coming twice to Melbourne this year. I've just been told, like but I've got a family engagement as well around December time, so I might be coming down twice this year. I don't know, like I did last year, so I'm quite looking forward to it. I think the second time I come down is more like catching up with people kind of thing,
Yeah.
whereas the first time will be just pure Madfest related shit. So
Yeah.
so I'm that freak that's doing all 3 Madfests this year, and
You're
thanks
mad.
to I actually booked stupidly last night a 5-star hotel, so I'm really looking forward to the weekend now. Got a massive, awesome deal, and Hugh got a massive, awesome deal, and I
It
think
was
Yeah.
humongous.
humongous because it's literally a 3-minute walk from the convention center, and yeah, I'm really excited. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to just like chilling back and being able to go for the after parties and the movies and stuff like that without
Is this
any
for the
worry. What's that? The
Yeah, it's for the Perth Madfest.
Perth one, yeah. Because I've got the Brisbane one all booked out already and stuff like that.
And
It's just
yeah.
looking forward to it.
Oh, well. So
All right.
I think
So
this wraps us up.
next week, who's picking? Who's picking for next week?
We can decide that later.
Me.
I think Jordan, you'll be our next choice.
Yeah.
person.
I don't know what I'm picking yet, but I'll pick very soon.
Decide tomorrow.
I will.
And
And
you are
yeah.
hosting next week as well, so you'll have to come up with a few topics to discuss next too, which would be kind of cool.
And within 30 minutes, we'll just reallocate ourselves to Scum's Wish.
That's it. We'll
That's
just
it.
talk about Scum's Wish. So pretty much it'll be the anime of the week, Scum's wish, and just general. Like that.
Basically, or any other
Pretty
simulcast.
much it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you guys for joining in tonight. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to do it again next week.
Yay.
Hopefully. And hopefully we'll get the others joining in as well. Hopefully Jordan will get the chat up as soon as possible so we can
Well,
listen back to it.
like
and-
there's the actual video because I have the chat. Like the only screen you can see is the chat. So yeah.
That's
Also,
I mean like the voice,
yeah.
the recording and stuff like that. So hopefully that'll be up soon for us to listen to. I know that Jess wants to hear it, so it'd be good to send it down to her.
Well-
So again, thank you guys for joining in tonight.
Yay.
I really enjoyed it.
That's okay.
Great first episode, I think.
Hopefully I won't be
Um,
sick.
You didn't sound too bad though, so
There's
you sounded
there's some hidden sniffles that I forgot to mute. So yeah.
We couldn't tell. We couldn't tell.
Oh well.
Again, if anyone wants to join us next week, keep an eye out on the Anime of the Week chat thread.
Yeah.
We'll know exactly
I'll make sure everyone sees it.
what Jordan's gonna pick. Yeah.
Alright.
And thank you guys again. I can't keep saying thank you, can I? But I will. Thank you, Lana. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Hugh. Thank you to Frankie and Scott for listening in as well. I hope we were entertaining enough for you guys. And I hope next week we'll see more people listening in, or about more people contributing as well.
I want to see Fiona.
Fiona.
Because
Yeah,
Fiona's an
I think that
enigma
would
to
be
me.
good.
She's an enigma. So, yeah.
I love Fiona. I love meeting her. She's the best. And if she listened back to us, Fiona, you're the best. So she is an enigma, but when you meet her, she's amazing. So
Alright.
can't wait.
I'm sure
Anyway.
I'll meet her in person.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure you will too.
Alright.
Alright, so that's us. Thanks again, and we'll see you guys next week in chat mode.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.